Hey guys, Gary, grateful recovering alcoholic and drug addict. So there's a process for me for letting something go. People say, oh, just let it go, And, little things, yeah, I can just let it go. I can go, you know what? God's got this, it's too big for me, right? And it's no big deal, right? It's the big things. And I'm the type of person, like, I like to obsess on shit. Um, like I've wanted a new guitar, right? and this has nothing to do with letting anything go, but I wanted a new guitar, and I'm not going to the guitar place because Guitar Center, or I think Sam's, right? Sam's Music. I'm not going there because if I go there, I'm gonna end up getting a fucking guitar, and I've been obsessing. Um, and I can't, like, it's like every 20 minutes, man, I'm like, man, I want to go check out. I want to go play the guitar. I'm just going to play it. I'm not going to buy it. And I know I'm going to end up buying it. And so I don't go to Sam's. I don't go to Guitar Center. So messages keep coming in, and I can't, like, I'm not looking at my phone because they distract me. But letting things go, right? So it's a process for me. I can't just like go, oh, I'm just going to turn it over to God. Oh, I'll just turn it over, I dealt with a lot of feelings, like with when I lost my son, and letting go of the beating myself up and the negative stuff. And I had a lot of guilt around that. I lost my son to fentanyl, in case you're watching me for the first time. And it was in September of 2022. And it's been a journey, man. It's been a journey. And I've been able to stay sober through it. Haven't really even thought about taking a drink. And that is a miracle. I really believe that's the miracle of the program of Alcoholics Anonymous. So if anybody's planning on getting sober, if anybody's having a hard time in sobriety, anybody that's abstinent from drugs or alcohol and they're white knuckling it, meetings help, man. Meetings. They're awesome. But the letting go thing, letting go is a process. And for me, I have to, like, I noticed myself when I go to bed, I'll be flipping through my phone, right? Flipping. And until I get really tired. And then I pray, and then I'm out cold, or I don't pray at all. I just pass out with the phone in my hand. And that is not good. And then I wake up with anxiety about things and stuff like that. And I always have a better night's sleep when I could recognize what I'm afraid of and ask God to remove those fears, and humbly, think about what those fears are, and then say, God, my life's going to work out the way you want it to. I know we have free will, but I really truly believe if God wants me in San Francisco tomorrow, I'll be in San Francisco tomorrow. Something's going to happen that I'm going to have to get on a plane to go to San Francisco tomorrow. If God wants me in a relationship, He's going to put that woman, that woman, and strike me with the love bug, put her right in front of me, and I'll be struck by the love bug, right? And there's just certain things that I'm uncertain about. There's certain things I'm uncertain about. And so I start obsessing on those things, and then I start scrolling through TikTok and YouTube and all that shit, and then go, man, I got to work on this. And last night, I actually put the phone down and prayed. Tried to clear my head, did some meditation. I don't know for how long, because when I get in that zone, I'm not keeping time. I'm not like, how long did I meditate for? But I did that meditation, and it clears the head, man. It really clears my mind. And sometimes I can get it clear. And then did my prayer. And I woke up and nothing was really eating my lunch too bad, right? Till I got my coffee and started thinking. So, time for more prayers after that, right? I don't know, when it says, like, I don't know if any of you or alkies listen to this. Not many do, but when it says some are sicker than others in this, so I might be the sicker one. I might be sicker than others. I obsess, and my mind's constantly going, and it's going towards the negative. It's constantly running to the negative. My head is always on K-Fuck. Not always, but my head can always be on K-Fuck radio if I'm obsessing over something. I've got this, the way I like to think of it, I got the little angel that kind of knows, he's in AA, he's a good guy, right? And he's trying really hard. And then I've got the little devil on this shoulder, right? And he's like going with his pitchfork, fuck it, man, just do it. Fuck it, man. Keep obsessing, just fuck it. You got this. Do it on your own. Don't share what's going on in your head. Don't pray. You don't need to pray. You got this, man. You got this. You got this on your own. So, and I need God. I need God big time. That little devil's out to get me drunk. He wants to keep me away from everybody. He wants to keep me secluded, locked in a house, and not praying. And then I'm going to get real thirsty. And he doesn't want me going to meetings either. Stay out of meetings and stay out of church. He wants to have his way with me, right? And pretty soon I'm real thirsty and I'm out, drinking and using. So thank God I haven't gone down that path in the last 20 months. So sobriety is a great way to live. It's a great way to live. It's like this mysterious kind of thing. Like we really don't, because when I'm sober, it's like, what? Like, there's an unknown about our life, right? I'm 57 years old. I don't have this huge bank account or anything like that. I've got enough to go for a month or two, and then and that's about it. So I try to, see, when you got a negative head, I think about the future and go, oh my God, I'm going to die alone and broke, right? When a healthy person thinks about the future, they think about, how am I going to kill it in the future? Like, how am I going to kick some ass? And I do that also, right? I got to tell you guys, where I've been focusing and where I've been passionate, right? Passionate inside me is started a foundation under my son's name. We're just in the infantile stages of this. And we fed another 110 homeless people today, and we made sack lunches. And I didn't make any sack lunches. My friend did. My friend and her mom. Thank you guys if you see this. They made it. I gathered all the food and I had some help with my friend and work deals with people and things like that. But we went and passed out lunch bags today, and there was a couple hundred people. There was about 60 people maybe that didn't get anything, maybe 40 to 60 that didn't get anything. We just didn't have enough. That's how many people are on the streets, man. We had 110. We could have easily done 200, and they went in like 10 to 15 minutes. We went into one area, and they had about 60 of them went real quick. And then we went to another area, and the 50 bags we had wasn't enough. There was still a line of people waiting and going, oh man, when we ran out. And they're saying, do you guys have socks? Like, we could really use socks. And the weather's gotten kind of cold here in Houston. So that's what I've been passionate about. It brings me joy. And what I left feeling was, man, those poor people that didn't get any. And thinking about how I got a connection for socks. I think I can get a couple hundred pairs of socks. I think somebody's got a couple hundred pair of socks I can have, new socks. So, and toothbrushes and toothpaste and stuff like that. There's a lot of people out there that need help. And it doesn't help to give them money, but it helps to give them food, and it helps to give them things like socks and, you know, things we take for granted. You know, I take it for granted. I put my socks on and I'm like, ah, damn, I got to bend over and put my socks on this morning. With this gut in the way. And those people would kill for a pair of socks, man. Cold feet in the cold weather. It'll drop into the 30s tonight. So, yeah, you know, if those socks get wet, man, that's a rough night. So, anyways, what I was talking about was it's a process to let something go. So, for me, that process is not scrolling through TikTok. That process is getting quiet with God. And it's really hard to get quiet when this thing's going 100 miles an hour. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Lately, it's zooming. You know, it's zooming. And to get quiet, to take the time, get quiet with my God, and ask Him for a quiet head. Ask Him for guidance. And I need a lot of guidance right now in my life. I don't know which direction to take. I just don't know which direction to go in life. And I guess there's no real wrong direction. If God wants me on a certain path, He's going to put me on a certain path. And you know, it's something that we all have, you know. And I got to remember, you know, at night when I'm beating myself up, when I'm going, God, I'm 57 years old. And I'm 58 years old. No, I don't know how old I am. So when I'm beating myself up at night going, man, I'm 57 or 58 years old and I don't know what I want to be when I grow up type thing. And, you know, I got to remember I'm sober. I'm going to sleep sober with a full belly in a warm bed. And I've got money in the bank. I've got a host of friends that care about me, that I talk to on a daily basis. And I've got a great family, man. I come from a great family. My parents are still around. I'm really fortunate. One of my good friends here just lost his mom, and I'll be praying for him tonight and his family. Just lost his mom last night. I got a text at 2:30 in the morning. He said, my mom passed away. And he's been taking care of his mom. And, man, he's got a business, and he has not been tending to his business because his mom is sick. And this is a friend of mine that I love to death. I've known him since 2018, and we became good. We were neighbors, and then we became good friends. And he's a man of God, and he trusts God. And I've watched him trust his God and turn things over. And I've watched miracles happen, financial miracles happen for this guy. And they've happened for me too, but I can remember them better when they work for someone else. With me, they happen and I just move on and go forward, right? So you need people like that in your life because you can watch those miracles and they give you hope. And yeah, he's a good guy, and he's going through it, man. I don't know what it's like to lose a mom, but it's going to happen, you know, if life goes on as it's supposed to, right? That's got to be a tough thing for those people who've lost their mother. So letting things go, man, it's a process for me. It's prayer, and then I turn it over, and the bottom line is I ask myself, when I'm turning something over, I ask myself, I either trust God or I don't. And God either is or He isn't. What's my choice to be? He is. He is. There's been too many miracles in my life. I just look at my sobriety. I could look at my sobriety right there and go, I haven't even thought of taking a drink. I didn't even think of taking a drink while my son died. I was on my knees, man. It literally took me to my knees weeping many times, many nights, and never thought of drinking through that. And I'm a guy who can't stop drinking and doing drugs on his own power. So that's a miraculous thing. Now I can either trust that power or not. I'm a fool if I don't. You guys give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe, and we'll keep making more.